Outside. The three is up. Another shot. Rebounded by the Pistons. And here's Ivy. Rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, such an imposing defensive force. Giannis with the great timing on the rejection.
Here's Cunningham. Lillard pulls down the board. Here's Milwaukee. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Antetokounmpo finds Trent. Out to Lillard from behind the arc. Hits the trifecta.
And that's a veteran move by Lillard to see the D closing and get the shot away.
Duren, no good.
Yeah, a bit of a slow start here. They're 0 for 4 to begin the game.
Cunningham against Lillard. Misses the layup.
Well, this isn't the start they wanted. Need to just settle down and move the ball for better shots.
Here's Cunningham. And again, no good by Detroit.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with JB Bickerstaff. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma outside. Lopez against Duren. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Off target with the three. For Detroit, they've gone 0 for 6 from the floor. Shaky start. Harris. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo to the paint. Here's Trent. Nice D from Thompson.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish.
Ivy finds Duren. Pass to Cunningham. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
Well, to be able to add that move in on the fly, incredible control on display from Cunningham.
Lillard passes to Kuzma. And he lobs it up top. Out of bounds. It'll be Pistons ball.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
And the timeout called here by JB Bickerstaff. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And the Pistons making a change here. Beasley's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Portis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Pistons trail by 3. Ivy outside. Pass to Harris. A minute 35 left in the opening quarter. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Portis. So for the Pistons, Stewart, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Hardaway comes in for Ivy. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Cunningham. So it's Detroit now. Clock at 4. And again, no good by Detroit. Outside, Green. Pass to Porter. Shoots over Duren. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
And such a threat with the basketball. Porter Jr. gets those fouls often.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line of this one. line is good.
The last pick of the first round in 2019, Porter Jr. plays with a chip on his shoulder. I love the competitive attitude.
Thompson, he's checked in for Detroit. And Milwaukee with a change here too. Smith, he's checked in for Sims. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. 4-point game. Kicks it out to Hardaway. Lets a three fly. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Yeah, that's like a layup to Hardaway at this point in his career.
Here's Lillard. Pass to Portis. Duren with the rebound. Duren's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Hardaway. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. It's on Kevin Porter.
You can't be overzealous trying to stop Hardaway Jr. because this is what will get you in trouble.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting 2.
Ties it up, and his next one could give him the lead.
And with Hardaway, he has no fear on the court. To him, there's no defender he can't take on, no shot he can't make.
Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. Rollins comes in for Lillard. He's off on the second.
Well, they had a chance for the lead right there, but we're all evened up.
Porter's shot is off. Detroit has gone 1 of 4 from deep. Stewart outside. Pass to Beasley. Takes the 3. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Now here's Antetokounmpo. There's the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Antetokounmpo has got his second basket on the night.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks ahead. They're up by 2. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And time for us to get back into it here in game 1. All right, what stands out to you from Milwaukee in this one?
Just excellent first quarter defense. They've been really getting after it.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Here's Rollins. They've got Malik Beasley. Sar Thompson out there with Tim Hardaway. Then it's Isaiah Stewart, and it's Schroeder in at the 1. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Antetokounmpo for 3. The rebound by Beasley.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Banked it in off the glass. Beasley's got his first 2 points of the night.
It doesn't get any easier than that. The defense has to play better.
Out to the wing. Portis down low. He's against Stewart. Portis gets the bucket. Portis has got his first bucket in this one. The Pistons trailing. Schroeder with it. No points so far. Beasley finds Thompson. And that misses. That would have put him up. And here are the Bucks now. Porter, the pass to Rollins. Outside, Green. Here's Portis. The rebound by Detroit. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now. Out to the right wing. And here's Schroeder outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Rollins. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
Reed's checked in for Detroit. Lopez, he's checked in for the Bucks. Gary Trent Jr. comes in for Green. Second quarter of basketball. Look at Giannis go up and get it.
Throw it up to the rim and let Giannis hammer it home. Never a bad idea.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Holland, he's checked in for Reed. Pistons trail by 4. Now Schroeder. He's scoreless. Beasley for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
For Milwaukee, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Pass to Rollins. Fires the 3. Corner shot is off. Detroit has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Here's Holland. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, from deep. It's Milwaukee with a rebound. Antetokounmpo up top. Antetokounmpo striding up court on the break.
And look at Giannis using his length inside, allowing him to beat the contact and get the finish.
Outside Schroeder. Here's Holland. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Rollins. Here's Antetokounmpo. Holland with a rebound. Pistons trail by 3. Pass to Schroeder. A minute 39 left in the second. For 3. And that one fall for him. He's 0 for 2. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Here's Lopez. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And using that size to his advantage. I mean, I like it when Lopez establishes himself inside and looks to capitalize.
Schroeder passes to Stewart. Now Hardaway, guarded by Trent. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Hardaway's got 6 points.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. And it's a completely new group for the Pistons. Milwaukee making a switch here. .58 seconds left to play in the second quarter. Back to Lopez. Down low. Here's Portis. And then Portis with the dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Well, that's too easy. As he says, let me add to my highlight reel.
Here's Harris. After the basket by Milwaukee on the other end. Shot clock at 5. It's Cunningham. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible. Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Milwaukee leading by 3. 5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Lillard. Here's Trent. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Great idea by Lillard, using that experience to run the offense.
Lillard against Cunningham. Cunningham takes the hit and puts it in.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
For 3, here's Lillard. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Milwaukee out in front. They're up by 3. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Well, thank you, guys. Doc Rivers here with us now. Coach, you're ahead at the half. What was the difference?
We got stops. We were out running a little bit. And then we had great spacing against the zone. You know, listen, we started making shots. That always helps.
It sure does. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Welcome, everybody, to our Game 1 coverage. It's a tight one indeed for the Detroit Pistons.
We've talked about it in the past. They have a deep rotation. That allows them to play matchups.
So why aren't they ahead in this game? And I'll tell you why. The starters have to do more.
Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round one. You look at Giannis Antetokounmpo. What a contribution.
He's been dominating down low. Gotta assume they'll keep feeding him the rock.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
The Bucks leading by 3. And on the floor for Doc Rivers as we get into the second half. Inside we have Giannis and Lopez. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Ivy passes to Cunningham. And here's Harris outside. They grab their own miss. That shot missing.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And the Pistons shooting just around 26% for the game. Harris down low. Antetokounmpo covering. And out of bounds. The Bucks will take it. Milwaukee in the lead. Trent outside. Pass to Kuzma. Antetokounmpo outside. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so Thompson will bring it up for Detroit. And the dunk by Duren.
A physical play by Duren at the rim, which doesn't allow much room for interference.
Milwaukee leading by 6. Antetokounmpo outside. Back to Lillard. Lopez, the screen on Cunningham. Lillard passes to Lopez. Thompson with it. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Pass to Harris. Connects from downtown. Harris has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Bucks have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Over to the wing. Kuzma outside. Over Harris. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Pistons trail by 3. On the wing, Ivy. Oh, it's blocked by Lopez.
Just an effective shot blocker. Lopez using all of that 7 feet, and he does a great job of picking his spots.
Pass to Kuzma. To the inside. Giannis throws it down.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
And the timeout called here by JB Bickerstaff. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. So for the Pistons, Beasley's checked in for Ivy, and it's Schroeder in for Cade Cunningham. Porter Jr., he's checked in for Milwaukee. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. It's Beasley on the wing. He's guarded by Porter. Pass to Duren. Clock at 6. To the middle. He sends it right off the glass. The 3, here's Lillard. Look at Lillard, making it look easy.
And their defense has taken a turn for the worse here in the second half, allowing way too many easy looks.
Here's Schroeder. Oh, the teardrop falls in.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Outside Porter. Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Porter. Launches it. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Lillard's got 3 assists tonight.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Now here's Schroeder. Inside. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. Lillard outside. Antetokounmpo against Harris. The jump hook. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Antetokounmpo against Harris. Beasley with a screen on Antetokounmpo. Here's Harris. He takes it in. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Schroeder. Duren with a screen on Lillard. Down low. And the dunk by Duren.
And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy.
Lillard outside. Screen by Antetokounmpo. Oh, Dame time!
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. We've got Isaiah Stewart. Dennis Schroeder is out there with Malik Beasley. Then it's Tim Hardaway, and it's Klintman in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Detroit right now. And he gets that one. Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside, Green. Misses the 3. Pistons trail by 6. Pass to Klintman. Now here's Stewart. It's hauled in by Rollins. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And the Pistons making a change here. Fontecchio's checked in. The Bucks also with a sub. Trent's checked in. What's up? And that one falls for Antetokounmpo.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. Here's Beasley into the lane. Out to Schroeder. Pass to Beasley. That one falls. Coming off Schroeder's feed. Schroeder's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Porter, the pass to Trent. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J. And the Bucks lead by 9.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. So it's both teams making substitutions here. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, team, I was able to catch the message that J.B. Bickerstaff was giving to his team. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Harris on the wing. From the arc. He buries it from 3.
And the coaches rave about Harris and his three-point shooting. It helps his team space the floor.
Now here's Lillard. Kuzma outside. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Cunningham. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, I like it when Cunningham's looking to score. That puts the defenses into some tough positions.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the 3.
They've also been striking from mid-range with great consistency tonight. They just owned that part of the floor in this one.
Well, the pressure on Cunningham when he came into the league was immense. He's gone through adversity, but he's never stopped working to improve.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Kuzma outside. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Oh, and Giannis hammers it in.
And you can see early on that Giannis wanted to be aggressive. I mean, he's taken over at the offensive end.
Here's Cunningham. And there's the drive. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cunningham's gotten 4 this quarter.
Well, in these big moments, Cunningham really wants the ball.
Antetokounmpo against Harris. Here's Trent. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They trail by 6. Right at the free throw line. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Not afraid of taking big shots. Cunningham rises to the occasion and delivers.
Here's Kuzma. And they pick up 2. Kuzma's got his first 2 points. Here in the 4th quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Beasley's checked in for the Pistons. Pistons trail by 6. Cunningham outside. Great focus there by Cunningham to knock it down.
Well, this is the story of the night for that defense. They have not been able to contain Cunningham.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Count it. Now 8 for 13 with that basket.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
Yeah, but you can't let up now. We've seen too many wild comebacks in this league.
Cunningham into the lane, and he makes it. Cunningham's got 10 points here in the second half.
Cunningham's teammates and coaches trusting him in a big spot.
Here's Antetokounmpo. The shot won't fall. Good D by Harris. Pass to Duren. To the paint. And the dunk by Duren.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
The 3 ball. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Money. A huge shot to tie it up.
And you can tell Cunningham is a very determined player, refusing to give up on the situation.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. The pressure is on, and he's got a plan to share with his guys. We've got 33 seconds left in the final quarter. From 12 feet. He can't get it to go.
Well, that's a look they'll take every time down the floor. But even with the soft interior defense, they can't seem to convert it.
Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Trent outside. Here's the 3. And he drills the triple.
Look, that's just smart recognition. They blitzed him, and he found the open teammate.
And the timeout called here by J.B. Bickerstaff. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. And looking at the options here, what do you think is being discussed?
And a 3 would tie it up. If they have to make one extra pass to get a better shot, they probably have just enough time to do that.
Here's Cunningham outside. And buries it from deep. Oh, a tremendous 3. We're tied. And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Trent for 3. Good from downtown. What a shot. But they may take a second look at it. Boy, that was close. If they overturn the basket, they'd get a chance to play the overtime period. Otherwise, this one's over.
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the replay center in Secaucus. It looked like he got it off in time, though.
crew has made their decision. The basket is good. He got it off in time.
And even though he had it right from the start, great idea to double-check it, especially when it comes to a game winner.
So it's a narrow victory for the Bucks, pulling it out for the W. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And let's reveal our player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Round 1, Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Cleveland Cavaliers face a familiar opponent, but a new challenge. The start of what the entire season has led up to. Now, behind the roar of thousands, they march confidently into battle against the Pacers. Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
Welcome, everyone. The regular season is in the books. The battle for the East begins. Round 1, Game 1. And on tap tonight, it's the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Indiana Pacers. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. And it's for the Cavaliers. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Hunter in at the small forward. Look at Cleveland. And you know, Greg, they've worked so hard to establish home-court advantage. And they may need it, having drawn a brutal opponent here in round 1.
Not much of a reward for the season that they just had. You know, many prognosticators think this series could go either way. That makes it crucially important for them to take this first game.
But they're just so happy to be here, right? All the season, all the practices and games, just to be here is such a reward.
A lot of excitement, but also a certain level of anxiety.
Now, Mathurin following DeAndre Hunter's three-point attempt. Just 2 to shoot. For Hunter. Mathurin, good.
That's about composure. Benedict Mathurin feels that dwindling clock, but doesn't get in a hurry.
Mitchell outside. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Here's Hunter. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
The Cavaliers shooting their first free throws of the night right here.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Hunter.
An athletic forward with a versatile skill set. Hunter has also proven he can come up big in big moments.
And both free throws good for Hunter.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
On the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. We talked about the challenge of game planning for Tyrese Halliburton. The coach said we have to stay in front of him. The second he gets a step on us, that's when it's kind of pick your poison with him. If our guys stay in front of him, I think we should be fine. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
Well, if you were a point guard like Darius Garland at his size, you've got to be able to get into that mid-range bag. Very well done.
Now, here's Halliburton. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Darius Garland did not like that.
Wow, that's a big-time finish from Tyrese Halliburton. Take off. Let him hear you, Tyrese.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. It's a 3-point game. Wound up there for Allen, and Allen slams it in.
Well, that's a highlight play for Mr. Jared Allen. Nice pass from his teammate.
For Indiana, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. From 11 feet away, it's good.
Talk about hitting the ground running. 4 for 5 to start.
Cavaliers are gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Pass to Hunter. Allen with the screen for Hunter. Bangs home the trifecta. Hunter's got 5.
A very consistent three-point shooter. Hunter shoots it well from there because of how confident he is.
There's a screen. Halliburton for 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. The Cavaliers trail by 3. And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Dean Wade, he's checked in for Cleveland. Max Strus comes in for DeAndre Hunter. In Indiana with a change here, too. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Halliburton. Allen dishes to Wade. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Pass to Strus. Shot clock at 5. Here's Mitchell. It's rebounded by Indiana. Outside Mathurin. And Nemhard has it in the corner. McConnell scanning the floor. Back to Siakam. Over Wade. Siakam misses.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Wade kicks to Mitchell. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range.
Well, Donovan Mitchell, a three-level scorer, and fires away from deep with reckless abandon, folks.
There's 47 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Turner with a screen on Strus. Turner up top. Over Allen. And Turner the bucket on the assist from Mathurin.
Okay, Miles Turner going to the mid-range. Money in the bank for that guy.
Garland against McConnell. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Again, Mitchell missing. And Siakam has got the ball here for Indiana. Takes the 13-footer. Again, Indiana.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Doesn't go for him. The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. It's the Pacers up by 4. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And we're ready to get back into the action here in Game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
The Cavaliers trail by 4 at the forward spot. It's Strus and Mobley. Then it's Isaac Okoro. Then there's Tristan Thompson, and it's Jerome in at the 1 spot. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. Halliburton on the wing. Left side Jackson. Pass to Toppin. McConnell. Mobley with the block.
That's about reach, folks. The length, the athleticism, the timing of Evan Mobley.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Tyson's checked in. Six to shoot. Halliburton right side. Can't get it to drop. Made 3. Missed 2 from the field. The Cavaliers trailing. Mobley the pass to Jerome. Here's Tyson. Mobley a screen on Toppin. And he drives in. That one falls. Tyson's got his first basket of the night. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Halliburton outside. And once again off the mark by Indiana.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Jerome, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Tyson. Mobley a screen on McConnell. With the putback. Mobley on the follow. And this game is tied up now.
Boy, you get a sense of the long reach of Evan Mobley. Get to the offensive window and put the putback in. Nicely done.
There's a good screen. Count that one from Toppin. Toppin's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Mobley outside. Good, nice job down low.
That's about assertiveness. That's about Evan Mobley going at anyone in his path.
Now Halliburton. He has 7. Back to Toppin. Pass to Halliburton. 6 on the shot clock. This one for 3. And Indiana, another 3.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Isaiah Jackson. Pascal Siakam comes in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Aaron Nesmith. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Mitchell kicks to Garland. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Garland's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, this is what you get when you get Darius Garland off the basketball. Very capable in the catch and shoot.
Bounce pass Nembhard. Halliburton for 3. And the Pacers another 3.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
Okeke passes to Mitchell. From down in the low post, it goes. Mitchell's got 5.
There's a level of tenacity by Donovan Mitchell on the interior there. Wow, what a finish.
Outside Mathurin. Shoots over Strus. Cavaliers with the rebound. Outside Garland. Pass to Hunter. Back to Garland. And another 3 for Cleveland.
This is one of the game's better three-point shooters. Darius Garland in the house.
And Rick Carlisle decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. And the Cavaliers with some changes. Allen comes in for Okeke, and it's Mobley in for Max Strus. The Pacers also with a sub. McConnell's checked in. .59 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I think the value of Pascal Siakam is the skill set on both ends of the floor. He can play multiple positions either end, and he can lift his team in any number of ways.
And let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Cavaliers.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Free throw good, Siakam.
One of the things that we're watching happen with Pascal Siakam is the willingness to accept more and more responsibility, both from a leadership and a productivity standpoint, guys. And it has been something else to watch that growth.
Aaron Nesmith has checked in for the Pacers. Siakam hits them both. And the Cavaliers with possession here. They trail by 1. Mitchell against Mathurin. And it's sent back by Turner.
I tell you, you love the attitude of Miles Turner. No one is getting off these shots when he's nearby. No one.
Nembhard, the pass to Nesmith. And here is Siakam. Wants to get it to Turner and does. Clock at 4. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Launches a 3. Hunter grabs the miss. And here's Hunter. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers. Pass to Garland. Bucket is good. Garland's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Darius Garland has been leading the charge for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
When you look at how they're getting their points, a good portion come from inside. They're going right at the defense.
I like the aggressiveness. Don't lose steam in the second half.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers. Guys, how important is the first game of a series? And that's a halftime.
Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. Tyrese Haliburton has been sensational.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, he's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Cavaliers leading on the court for Indiana. Siakam is the 4, and he'll be next to Turner at the 5. The perimeter pairing with Nembhard and Mathurin. And it's Halliburton in at the point.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Yeah, I have to love the aggression right there. He's got the vertical, might as well put it to good use.
Pass to Hunter. From deep. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Hunter's got 8 points. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Outside Mathurin. Turner with the screen for Mathurin. Back to Siakam. Turner with the screen on Mobley. 4 on the clock. Siakam. And it goes down 2 points. Siakam's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
And the lack of screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan.